So today I'm recreating the Carpenter family from Stardew Valley in The Sims 4. Robin, Demetrius, Maru, and of course, Sebastian. Let's start with Robin. She is one of my favorite characters in a game. She's strong, practical, and warm at the same time. She's a carpenter in Stardew Valley, the one who helps us turn a small house into a real home, and help us a lot along the way. For her face, I tried to keep her confident and grounded. She feels like the heart of this household. I wanted her to look like someone who works with her hands every day, but still feels kind and approachable. I kept her style simple and comfortable, something that makes sense for a carpenter. Nothing too perfect, just clothes that look lived in. Also, I decided to give her a little bit of makeup close to her original picture. Her main goal is to be good at many things at once. And it makes sense to me that she's family-oriented. Just look at her, adoring Sebastian and Maru. And she has to be very active, with all her projects to do. And I think you have to be a real genius to know how to build a house. And our lovely Robin is ready. Move on to her husband Demetrius. Demetrius is a scientist who studies the valley and its ecosystem. To me, he feels calm and thoughtful and very observant. I wanted his sim version to look practical and grounded, like someone who notices details others might miss. He feels like a very typical scientist dad, deeply focused on his projects and caring about his kids in a quiet and logical way. He doesn't always express emotions easily, but his actions show responsibility and a strong sense of protection towards his family. For his life goal, I chose nerd brain. Learning, logic, and curiosity feel like the core of who he is. And the trait genius felt like an obvious choice for him. And bookworm fits him just perfectly. And perfectionist because he cares deeply about doing things the right way even if it takes more time. And this is my version of Demetrius. Maru is incredibly smart and creative, with a love for science and technology. I recreated her using references from the game, trying to keep that spark that she has. She feels curious and full of ideas, like someone who's always building or experimenting with something new. I wanted her sim version to feel young, bright, and quietly passionate. For her life goal, I chose nerd brain because learning and experimenting feel like such a big part of who she is. And also traits genius and geek also felt like an obvious choice for Maru. And good because she genuinely cares about others and wants to do the right thing. And this is my version of Maru. And let's move on to Sebastian. Sebastian is a computer geek who lives in a basement and often feels a little out of space. While making him, I carefully followed his original look and vibe from Stardew Valley. And my Sebastian will have a little secret on the back of his back. I decided to leave it. And of course, giving him that perfect I could be cast in Twilight without auditioning skin tone. I wanted him to feel distant at first glance, but soft underneath. The kind of person who doesn't say much, but feels deeply. For his life goal, I chose computer whiz. Technology and coding feel like the space where he's most comfortable and understood. Geek fits him perfectly. Computers, games, and technology are his escape and his passion. And a music lover because he plays in a band. I also gave him the loner trait. He values his alone time and feels most at peace when he's by himself. This is Sebastian we all know, tired and exhausted. But have you ever seen Sassy Sebastian? Now you've seen everything. And my version of Sebastian is ready. Seeing them all together made the family feel so real. They're very different, but they still belong together. This isn't a perfect family, but that's what makes them interesting. Next, I'll be finishing the Carpenter Family house and their workshop. I really wanted to feel like Stardew, warm, a little messy, and full of life. Let me know in the comments what detail matters most to you when recreating Stardew characters. And I'll see you next time.